Hello, and welcome to Shane's Microscope. I'm Shane, and this is my microscope. Let's take a peek. Today's sample is a thread of spider silk. You might not be able to see it too well, but it's there, and collecting it was just a simple matter of swiping the slide across. Let's check it out. Now, under the microscope, we can see I've got two distinctly different types of fibers here. There seems to be a thin, mostly straight one and a large, squiggly one. And I think that large, squiggly one is actually a hair. But whose hair is it? We can see that it's an uncut hair from the way that it tapers. Got a little skin cell stuck on the end there. And as we pan downwards, we can see it has a very long taper. And this right here, this is the real giveaway for me. This is the medulla of the hair. Medulla comes from the Latin word for bone marrow or plant pith. And if you watched my previous videos on hair, then I think you will immediately recognize that as a cat hair, because we have one of those and it gets hair everywhere. So on to the other fiber. This one is spider silk. Silk comes from the Greek serikos, which itself is probably an Asian loanword. Now, the type of spiders that we have in our house are jumping spiders. And they don't produce webs to catch things, but they do use these drag lines sorta for spider spelunking, so they can get down from high places. And you can see it's not completely uniform. And as we zoom in on it, we can see that it's made out of two threads. The two possible configurations here is we have one thread that's completely straight and another that goes along with it and sticks out in places. And then the other possibility is some places one is bunched up and in other places the other is bunched up. I'm not sure which is the case here. Really high magnification, we can really see those two threads. From what I could tell researching, this is a common feature of spider drag lines. Those are the silk threads that they make not to be sticky, but to be strong. Well, I think it's really interesting that it's got these little bunched up sections in it. I can think of two reasons right off the top of my head why you might want that. One could be to change the shape of the stress-strain curve. You know, as the thread lengthens, gets stretched, then it's gonna stretch in a certain way until those bunches straighten out, and then it's gonna have a different resistance to that. And then maybe the other possibility is if a straight section gets stretched too much and it breaks, then the line goes a bit slack without completely coming apart. Or, you know, maybe the spiders think that both of those are desirable properties. Not quite sure. Well, anyway, I thought that was really neat having a look at the spider silk under the microscope. I didn't know that I'd be able to see anything more interesting than just a thread, but there you go, it's got a little bit of structure to it. Alright, well I think we'll leave it there for the day. Thanks for having a look with me. Until next time, keep on peeking.